is sponsored by Kinesis Realty Partners. Tonight's tag team grappling match is scheduled for one 10-minute round. First team to 3 submissions wins. After a tag is made, the team that makes a tag has 5 seconds of double team action on their opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tag Team Submission Grappling.
And this is the Kinesis Realty fight, and it's fitting because real estate is at a premium in that cage. When you got 4 guys this size in there, you got to find room just to exist.
Exactly right. We got some very tall opponents, and this is exciting putting these two together.
Well, referee Luke Wilson's going to have his hands full here with the tags being an option. A double team scenario can unfold after a tag is made.
Yeah, so much of this is going to be based on technique. As Josh, we see to the back, and Corey successful with a little bit of a toss coming down, and Josh again on the back of Corey.
This is exactly where the tag. This is exactly where the tag can come into play. You get backed up into the corner of your opponent, and he can tag out for a helping hand. Absolutely,
and Josh reaching towards Richard as Josh Maynor takes him back over to his corner with an attempted takedown, but that is a big man to try to take down like that.
I can only imagine the noise. If he would have been successful in that back suplex move, that would have been a big thud on the mat.
You got that right. Josh, a very proficient wrestler. This is a hard takedown for Josh Maynor to succeed from.
Well, contests like this are just a taste of what you can expect when you come to an Aries Fight Series card, especially here on the undercard.
Oh, I like that. Very self-defense based takedown that Josh Booker put on Josh Maynor. People saw that, but it was the grab under to his leg.
Well, Josh Maynor finds himself far away from his corner now. He's going to have to explode and scramble back to his end if he has any thoughts about a tag.
And Richard trying to create some space in between him and that cage as he attempts to slice his right knee through to get to the side of Josh as he's trying to isolate that bottom leg.
We are a minute 40 in. Each team has executed a tag.
This is a bad spot to be with Richard. Very bad spot to be. You see Richard's past 3 successes coming from a rear naked choke. So we're at 1-0 team.
Guerrero and Booker up 1-0.
Start over. Each team has 3 tags in between submissions.
It's a great point there for Richard Guerrero calling for his partner to do the same thing.
Yep. And Richard, very technique-based. He's very, very strong, and his game's very technique, but he knows that to be strong, technical, and be proficient in how to kind of set this tag team up is just as important. See some heavy clinching, heavy on the neck coming from Josh. And, sorry, Corey and Josh, rather.
And Corey, the tallest man in the contest, might be the biggest man in the contest. He's a big guy.
He is, and that's saying quite a bit. I think Josh Booker's probably 6'3", 6'4", probably walking around a little over 200.
I feel like if Corey Johnson ends up on top of you, you're going to just need a superhuman effort to get out from under that.
That's a bad spot to be. And these guys really kind of test the waters of each other. And that is a kind of strong order to take down Josh Booker.
Josh jumping on a neck
Josh,
there.
yep, in a guillotine there, and it is tight. Corey's trying to walk it over, but and really what Josh wants to do here is extend. The natural thought is to pull up, but you want to extend your core.
Tag has been made, and wow, right from a guillotine into, looked like Richard Guerrero.
Richard immediately attacked the neck and attacked the back there. He isolates an arm. And Richard, incredible grip strength as he establishes mount over Corey.
Yeah, Corey Johnson probably feeling like he needs to work his way back to his corner.
You're right. And
try and find an advantageous position, maybe achieve a tag, or at the very least just get him away from his corner, his opponent from their corner. Oh.
Yep, and on cue, you're right, Corey is trying to make an attempt to get closer to Josh and into the blue corner. As we see Richard taking side control, and I think what Richard's trying to do here is isolate an arm and a neck.
Well, here in southern Tennessee, great tradition of pro wrestling tag teams, and I love seeing more of these contests in Aries. It is a way for people to showcase their skills. Maybe if they haven't taken an MMA fight, in the case of two fighters with the 1-0 lead, it's just awesome to have them on the card, and they're really showing a great deal of skills here in the grappling environment.
I absolutely agree. I think it's a good way for these guys to stay warm between their fights, and they have fun doing it. You know, all these guys have a really good time doing it, and it's just great for these guys to stay athletic. Speaking of athletic, Corey rolls out of that leg attempt and says, Richard, come on, let's do it.
Well, Booker and Guerrero have used one tag. 5 minutes remaining in the contest.
Yeah, reminding people this is one round.
One continuous round.
One continuous round.
I was going to say it's the round that never ends, but that's not true. It will come to an end in 5 minutes.
And that is a familiar spot for the Pedigo team. Heavy submission record from the Pedigo team. So, you know, a long submission fight is something that they practice for. They're used to it. As we see Josh come in and Richard, and a little bit of confusion there, but Josh is back in, and they're going to ignore that 5 count for having both.
Yeah, Luke Wilson's going to keep this thing from getting too crazy.
Yep. Immediately we see great down there. Oh, wow.
Josh Booker.
Wow.
Josh Booker did a great job right there.
Nice try, Josh Mayer.
Oh, wow. What a sweep from Maynor.
Yeah, good attempt there, but Booker with incredible strength and base is going to keep in that position.
Well, I don't know if there's any people who need bouncers
watching
the telecast tonight, but Josh Booker just handled 2 men at one time. That was awesome.
Yeah. Until a submission, that will be the last tag for Team Agogi.
Oh, Josh attempting kind of a flying triangle.
I like that, though.
Yeah, it was exciting, but...
you want to tie this thing up before the time runs out. You got 3 minutes and 40 to work.
Yep. That was a good attempt, but Josh might feel that in his tailbone tomorrow.
Corey Johnson wants his partner to bring Guerrero over to their corner.
Yeah, and Josh
got another tag to work with.
Josh trying to jump on the neck of Richard, and that's a hard spot to be. Richard strong, and in very good balance. As you see Corey try to take Richard's back, and Richard is not allowing that.
Great athleticism being shown, and great tenacity by Corey Johnson. He's not giving up. It was not the position he intended to get him in, but
no, and it looks like he's maybe attempting for for an inverted. He's going for arm bar here. Richard is very strong. This might be tough.
Oh, and that's going to tie it up.
1-1 now.
Yep.
All right, I'm feeling the drama here in our first tag team contest of the night.
Yep.
Start over fresh, each with 3 tags until
and we have 2 minutes left. The action continues.
2 minutes, 40 seconds to decide this contest. The second bout of the night here at Aries Fight Series 9 at Camp Jordan Arena.
And this bout again sponsored by Kinesis Realty.
Thank you to all of our sponsor partners here at Aries Fight Series. We could not do this without you. Nice takedown there.
Yep. Josh still staying strong though. Oh.
Thought about jumping
good attempt.
on an arm, then a leg.
Hook. Yeah. Booker just very strong on top, very strong, and he's ignoring a lot of Maynor's gestures or kind of thoughts of an attempt. Booker just kind of pushes right through him as he's pushing more towards Richard here.
I think
still with submission attempts.
Fitting ring gear here for Josh Booker, as he is really showing dog-like tenacity here with the DMX shirt.
You got that right. The dog pack.
Yeah. Looks like Josh is contemplating making a tag.
And we see Richard
double team ensues here.
Yep.
That can't be a good
and
spot.
I like that thought there from Booker of just pushing his legs down, just making it easier for Richard to establish a better position. That was a good technique. Richard's a little high here, but he does have the back of Josh Mayer, which is a hard spot for anyone to be in.
Tied up with 1:10 to go. Next submission very likely will be the deciding submission, unless something improbable were to happen.
And there we see Richard with a tap. Yes. 1 minute left. And Booker is very happy.
Team Agogi taking a late lead here in the final minute of the
Yeah.
first, well, I say first round, but the bout.
Yep.
This is the entirety of the bout right here, 45 seconds.
And Corey and Maynor coming from Nashville, they're wanting to make a statement here. They don't want to make this drive and not come up. And this is a great way to end this bout of these two monsters.
I love it.
Just slugging it out and being very strong here in the center of the cage.
Oh, Corey Johnson went down hard.
Yes,
right
he
there.
did.
You can hear that
Yes,
thud.
he did. Booker establishing that as he's looking for another submission here in the 22nd mark as we have Richard jumping in.
Team Agogi's utilized the double team really, really well in this bout. And I think if these two continue teaming and increase their synergy, I don't know that there's going to be a combination that can stop them.
You got that right. Yeah, I think this is a really strong team here, very technically smart.
Well, game until the final moment. Corey Johnson never gave up,
All
never
right.
conceded
I
a
got
thing.
that right.
That was tag team submission grappling.
An awesome contest here for the second bout of the night.
Lots of fun.
Well, and one thing I like is we don't have to wait for the judges to tell us how this ended up. It just, we know.
You got that
It was
right.
a 2-1 score. Team Agogi going to get the W here. Jeff Hobbs entering the cage to give the formality.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached that 10-minute time limit. Your winner with 2 submissions in the 10-minute time limit, the team of Richard Guerrero and Josh Booker.
The final tally.